Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your chakra reading for April 2019. My name's Amber. Welcome to my channel, Persephone's Journey Tarot. It was formerly known as Symbols for Living, has had a recent name change. I thought that it'd be a nice kind of way to freshen up my channel. And it's also more in line with my spiritual journey. And I just find Persephone's story or journey even really relatable. And I think a lot of people can relate to her. So yeah, I thought I'd go for that one. And I hope that you like it. So yeah, this is your chakra reading. We are using the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck here. At the base of the deck, we do have the completion card. So this month you are dealing with mostly issues of your or around your sacral chakra. So that will be like family ties, emotional bonds, creativity as well, passions, career maybe could kind of be heavily rooted in this chakra. So yeah, you could be ending a major project or ending a major friendship or ending, there could be a change maybe in some sort of emotional bond or tie that you have. So you could be kind of coming to terms with that. The card that was pulled for the sacral chakra is the perseverance card. So again, there is this shedding of this old worn out cloth. So it could be something that you really loved before, that you really made you feel very comfortable, maybe like I said, a close friendship or something like that. Or maybe it's just like a job or a career path that you're now letting go of. It made you feel quite comfortable at one point, but it's just maybe isn't bearing any more fruit, or you maybe feel like you can't progress or properly express yourself creatively anymore through those channels. So you're now moving out of that. And you're being asked here to persevere. Things may not, so with that, it may be a case of you not seeing what you want to see yet, and like having to persevere through anyway, or not getting results very quickly as you move out of this situation. So yeah, we do also have grief here for your heart chakra. Sorry to give you guys bad news, Sagittarius, but hopefully there'll be some inspirational messages that will come through. Either way, I'm sure they will. So we've got grief here. So you could be kind of going through the grieving process, letting go of something again that you maybe nurtured and spend a lot of time growing and looking after and developing a bond with, possibly with someone. And you're learning now to let it go. I think maybe there is some sort of grieving, obviously with the grief card here, that you just have to go through. It's important that you do go through it though as well, and that you don't give up on yourself through the process. And what I mean to say is, if you don't deal with things and just suppress them, push them down, ignore them, act like nothing matters, which I think Sagittarians can sometimes have a habit of doing. I think probably all fire signs put on this kind of brave face sometimes, that you may just push the wound down further kind of thing, or deepen the wound in a sense, not learn from it. And in fact, it may close off your heart. You may be in a place at the moment where you don't really want to connect with others because you are going through some sort of grieving process. So that could also be happening here. Spirit is aware. If this resonates with you, then Spirit is aware of this and they've come through in the readings. So I will just jump straight to here though, just for a bit of positive inspiration. We do have the Joy card in your solar plexus position. So this is telling me that basically the more you feel joy, the more joy will come. So it's about being joyful, looking forward to the next season as well. This does look quite autumn-like. And this is more like summer energy. So it could be that, with this change of the seasons coming as well, that will also help things for you. I know I always feel so much better when the sun is out. Like I feel like I'm on a whole different kind of vibe or energy when it's summertime or springtime. in comparison to winter. Not really good or bad, but it's like just better. Not, not bad. I'm not good. But anyway, yeah. So it may be that that you are what may kind of give you that kind of energy to persevere is to look forward to the next season. To it is reminding you here that you are Sagittarius, you are connected very strongly to the wheel of fortune, and that's all about there being ups and downs in life. And at the moment it looks like you're going through kind of a downward moment on the wheel, but it's like you're being asked to persevere because you will eventually be on top of the wheel again. But this is just a natural kind of maybe part of life, that you have to look at it from that kind of perspective. We do also have recovery in your third eye chakra. So this to me talks about your perceptions. So as you recover, it could also be saying here that as you recover, you kind of learn things that unlock certain perceptions that you unlock you to certain perceptions that maybe you didn't see before. So you're actually seeing more now. Yeah, so at this time, and I think a lot of the time when we are sometimes going through that grieving process where we are so connected to our feelings, our emotions, like everything, sometimes that could be a time where we're so kind of in that, you could even say kind of water element, if you follow me. Like it's like you are more susceptible to spirit in a sense, like your ego is so removed, and you're so in, I don't know, I wish I could find the words, but I think you know what I mean. It could be that's kind of happening too as you recover. You're more open. It's kind of like, it's weird, it's like if the heart breaks, it's like it's actually opening up more. It also becomes stronger as it heals, So I feel that, yes, you are most definitely in a place of recovery and you are to persevere. You are walking through a whole new kind of door here, and you're being handed the key. Yeah, so you could see this as an opportunity. You could see this as an opportunity. Whatever you're going through right now, there could be opportunities available to you. Maybe it's what you actually do to recover could provide you with opportunities. Like you could learn new things, meet new people, and this could lead to other things. So it's almost like this process has actually led you to a point where you do have these other opportunities available to you as well. Okay. All right, so we've got rejection here. Another fairly difficult emotion to deal with. But remember, rejection is it's kind of all in our mind. It's not really real. The world's full of billions of people. One person or a few people not agreeing with something, isn't really the whole world. It's not a universal truth. So bearing that in mind, the rejection card is, is saying that around you, you may find that people, aren't very approving of you. you know, you could feel that way. Or this could be simply, you know, if it is maybe you've extended an offer to somebody and they've rejected it in terms of a love relationship. You may need to really try to ground yourself more. Okay, so you're going through changes. There is a renewal happening here with the root chakra card here. There is a renewal going on. You're in a kind of impasse, or you're transitioning through something, okay? And it's actually bringing you more in line and is making you more grounded. And again, we've got a discovery card here. I had another card come out for the root chakra. So you're discovering new things, you know. It's almost like a similar character on this card. It's like there's spirit, or there's wisdom that you're learning, new things that you're discovering, possibly about yourself. I feel like it's a really big growth month for you. Usually when I get readings like this and I keep getting stuck and it's like there's so much, it's like that's when I know that it's probably like a really complex situation, and it's a really kind of pivotal month. So you will be learning an important lesson this month, and it will kind of cause you to have a renewed understanding of yourself, right to the core with the root chakra here. You are to remain joyful throughout, because ultimately what you think about, you bring about. And that's what, for me, the solar plexus is really all about. It's about that mind-body connection, as I always say. So, and then with the mind and body connection, it's like, however you think and feel, that then materializes, you know. So either way, throughout all of this, it's important that as you're transitioning, you can't see maybe what's on the other side of this door, but you will discover something new about yourself. We do have vanity here as well for your throat chakra. So you could be concerned about how you look throughout all of this, what people think, you know, especially with rejection here. You could be really not liking the rejection because it's making you not maybe look as, you know, popular, or it could be just affecting your vanity, your sense of self, like how you appreciate yourself. A lot of us, I think, especially, I mean, I could definitely relate to this, where you, I think especially as women, or even like feminine people, like we base a lot of our self-esteem on how we look, and a lot of our self-image, not even self-esteem, but just self-image, and yeah, I guess self-esteem on how we look. Sometimes physically, like what our nose looks like, or our lips look like, or whatever. And it's like, even though you have all of these things, you may have beauty, you could have intelligence, you could have a fantastic job, you could have whatever, you know, you could be very appealing to many people because of the physical attributes that you have, and maybe you have a plethora, you know, of options available to you in terms of romantic relationships or friendships or whatever. And maybe even throughout all of that, you realize that, and with this rejection, it makes you think, wow, so you didn't like me for all of my things, like I did something else. And, or, you know, I'm not saying that you should, I'm not saying that, but it could be related to something like that, you know, where you're questioning your vanity, and you shouldn't. Although I do feel like it's great in a sense, because I've been through this. So like, I've been through something really similar, where basically, I guess, yeah, might as well let you guys know, it's not a big deal, but yeah, basically, I started to lose a lot of sleep. Like I basically have insomnia pretty much. But they say everyone who gets around about my age, I'm going to say, kind of experiences some sort of insomnia for some reason. I think your body needs less sleep and things like that. So anyway, I went through a really stressful period, my perceived stressful period. Someone else might say it's nothing. But anyway, I was stressed. I didn't sleep for probably about 2 years. And it's probably many years. And I obviously started to get bags and more wrinkles and things like that. And it really, like, I really didn't realize how much I based my self-esteem on my looks. And I felt I had a lot of questions around my self-esteem because of that. So it could be something like that where you have based a lot of your kind of, there has been a bit of vanity, which has led to a bit of self-deceit, where you're now kind of renewing that sense of self into more stable, where you are loving all of you, the good and the bad, and allowing that to be your beautiful, to accept that is beautiful, in your own way. Okay, so if it's not that and it's something completely different, although I do think it is something similar along those lines. It is a general reading for a lot of people, so to be specific would take forever. So yeah. You could feel like you have a reputation to uphold as well. But you've been asked to persevere. It was like this, maybe this adoration, this connection to this person, to these ideas. Yeah, they were old and outdated anyway, so you needed some sort of renewal in that area either way. Mysticism is definitely, I think you're going to be moving more into your yin energy. I know that Sagittarius is a fire sign, which is masculine. So I think you're moving more into more of a receptive state this month as well. And like accepting destiny. We have got the destiny card here as well, and the mysticism card. That's why I brought them up. We've got destiny here. We could talk about choices. We've got the black and the white, two little characters there as they're conferring. So there could be kind of a bit of a tussle within yourself at the moment as to what to do next. In some way. And with these two elders looking on, it's like maybe spirit is kind of, this is a little bit of a test for you. But remain joyful. That could also be about gratitude as well. And that really is the test, is to be joyful, and also with the yin energy, just be more receptive and just kind of going with the flow rather than putting up resistance to these changes. Okay, I'm going to pull some cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. For Sagittarius. Okay, so we've got leg up, which talks about support, giving and receiving support to get to that next level in life, so, or any project or things that you're working on. So it could be that you were really supportive of this person or these people in the past. Or maybe you just feel like you need support at the moment. Maybe you don't want to be on your own, you know. Okay, we've got all that glitters, as we know, is not gold. So again, it's talking about appreciating what really is, rather than what's shiny on the surface. I think you're concerned about rejection. You're concerned about people and what they think. But really, you are the gem. You know, you, good or bad, even if you do have people saying they don't like you, do face some rejection, or you get people that are like all over you, like, you know, a moth to the flame. You're learning to take the good and the bad and to be joyful in it, and just to persevere and keep going. It is reaching a completion. Yeah, and you will find wisdom through this as well. And I believe you're going to find your soulmate as well through this. There is some sort of, I think, new love on the horizon or something like that. Or this is just saying to me that this is actually relating to a soulmate, or a lover. Okay, so yeah, I don't think there's any, I think this completion card could be talking more about transformation, because we do have the round and round card, and then we've got soulmate card here, and then new life. So there is a new life here with a soulmate, possibly with the round and round. Someone is kind of coming back, or you know, that will, like, this you know, it's not over, you know, it's like another cycle. It's just you're learning, you know. With soulmates we learn. You've even got more circles here. Like with soulmates we learn. So it's like there could be some rejection that you're facing, and there could be kind of a kind of death to the ego in some way, where you're relearning and reloving yourself in a whole kind of new, bigger way through a sense of loss or rejection. But actually it makes you stronger, and possibly you know, gives you even more of a solid confidence in yourself, like a lot more self-security, when you start to say, well, actually, no, I love me for this and that, and you think of all the other things that you love about yourself, and really do boost your self-esteem in that reality. I think that will bring a whole new life, and I think this person's going to be like, oh, take me back, you know. So yeah, but this completion energy that you're going through is actually pushing you, I think, more into, just like I said, appreciating yourself a little bit more, regardless of who rejects you, who doesn't, who invites you out, who doesn't invite you out, who includes you, who doesn't include you. This is about being beautiful, standing strong on your own in some way. And you will be enlightened this month as well. This card also came out. You'll be enlightened this month. There's a lot of wisdom, you know, a lot of growing for you this month spiritually. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading. That is the end. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who has liked or shared my videos, who's left comments. Thank you so much. Hello to all of you, and I hope that you're good. And thank you so much for leaving a comment. I always appreciate it. Apart from some of yeah, if you are feeling like being abusive, please don't leave notes about that on my channel. There's other places for that. Okay. But otherwise, everyone else, that was only like one out of so many people, but everyone else has been fantastic, and I thank you so much for leaving comments. And yes, I will see you next time. If you'd like your own reading, check out my details below. Okay, take good care. Bye. And happy birthday to any Taurians and Aries out there. But you know you're probably not watching, but in case you are, happy birthday. Bye.